Hello, everybody. It's been a really long time since the Mindful Dose YouTube channel has had a pick a card reading. Long story short, life has kind of been lifing, and now I'm feeling called to post a reading for you guys. I recently took an intuitive tarot class, and it was a 4-hour class, fully in depth, and it reignited this passion that I've had for tarot. Before the class, I was doing a weekly pick a card, and whoever purchased a reading. But since that course, I've just kind of felt my love for tarot blossom again. So here we are. So what I'm going to do is I've already shuffled the cards, and I've already selected the cards for every reading. So this should be a very quick reading. I won't be spending time shuffling or anything like that. It's already laid out. So what you should do, and I will outline everything in the video notes, but you should just take a moment to look at the 3 piles that we have here, and I'm going to call this the left pile, the center pile, and the right pile. Each pile will have an oracle card paired to it. I've already shuffled that deck as well. The tarot deck that I'm using is the Mythic Tarot by Liz Green, and I know there's someone else involved in the creation of this deck. I just don't have that deck information in front of me to get you the other person's name, but it is the Mythic Tarot. I have been using this deck a lot lately, and it feels so powerful, and I feel so connected to it. I'm really excited to give you your message using this tarot deck. The oracle deck that I'm using is the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. So let me backtrack and let you know that the purpose and the intention of this reading is to give you a message for the month of October in 2025. If you are listening to this at any other time, feel free to be open to the message for the time period that you're listening and tuning into this. Otherwise, my intention is for October of 2025. So again, this is the left pile, the center pile, and the right pile. And I'm going to start off with the left. And I am going to read all of the cards right side up. I'm not going to read any reversed cards. So if any show up reversed, I will flip them. All right, so left group, we have the King of Pentacles in the past position, 7 of Pentacles in the present position, and the Justice card in the future position. So I kind of see this timeline as King of Pentacles was the previous month. 7 of Pentacles is the energy that you're starting off and you're working with, and the Justice card, the future card is kind of what your future looks like towards the end of the month. So what I'm seeing here for you guys is this previous month felt like you must have felt like extremely productive and extremely proud of the work that you have accomplished. I feel like you had some supporters in the very, very background of whatever endeavors you were working on, but you really racked up on your goals and completing them. This was a really productive time. And now currently we are seeing that there's actually unfinished business that may have thrown you off track, may have even humbled you. So I don't want to say that there was a sense of cockiness, but I think we might have spent a little too much time being proud, where we didn't anticipate the work that's still left to do. There is always work to do. You're never at the end game. And I think that's kind of like the feeling that we're getting as we're moving into October. So we're realizing that whatever is left for us to do, it's not going to be a simple, easy cross off the to-do list, it's going to require some time and attention and even patience. So I'm getting, like, I just got the symbol of Taurus here. If Taurus resonates with you in any way, or the timeline of April and May resonate with you, I'm just kind of throwing out timeline notes, either to reflect back on, to reflect towards to. But I do sense that whatever is surfacing now as far as like work goes, it is something that's going to take a lot longer than you previously assumed or thought. So just be very mindful of that time element to what you have going on, and know that by the end of the month you will find some balance and peace with the ongoing work, and kind of just like relaxing and finding, sorry for that buzz on my watch, hold on. Yeah, you'll find some balance and peace of mind with everything, because I feel like this month is kind of starting off with unexpected feelings. So I think that overall you've had a good streak of feeling grounded and feeling at presence, and just doing what you need to do. So I think just keep in mind ways to find peace. There's a Mindful Dose podcast that has meditations, just throwing that out there. Ways to find peace and ways to find balance in everything that you're doing, because you may feel inclined to like overproduce and overwork to really speed up this process, but that might not be in your best interest right now. I think that that Taurus message that I got earlier, I feel like is a message about really putting your nose to the grind, which I think that's the expression, and really concentrate on what you have to do. Really look at every step before moving on to the next one. Okay, so let's get your oracle card. Again, this has been shuffled. Okay, we have knowledge. So with knowledge, I'm going to read that straight out the book. I want to highlight the number 34 if that means anything to you, or if the number 7 means anything to you. I would just hold that in your heart. So the message with the knowledge card is remain teachable. There is new wisdom available to you at this time. This card can signify getting more information before proceeding. It can also signify the presence of an important teacher. Or perhaps you are the teacher, and it is time to share your knowledge and gifts with the world around you. Drawing this card can also indicate a message from your Akashic records. Seek out more information about the records, or even perhaps learn how to access your own records for more clarity regarding your query. Meditate on this to learn new things or to draw the right teachers into your life. Books are forever keepers of secrets and knowledge, documenting fact, fiction, and all in between. So, with the Akashic Records, no, I don't know too much about that, and if you're not familiar with it, I wouldn't jump into it, because it's certainly not beginner-friendly knowledge. I would just start with the expertise that you already have, and grow from there. Or if you're a teacher, and you're feeling called to share your information, find a way that feels comfortable for you to share. But something that drew out to me as I read the message was remain teachable. And there's something about that Taurus, that patient, dedicated energy that I was picking up on earlier, that feels like, you may have really completed like a mass amount of goals, which makes you feel like you're on top of the world. But even then, there's always there's always more levels to reach. I don't want you to feel like you have done everything and that you're all set. I want you to humbly remind yourself that you can be a teacher and a student. So, left group, thank you so much for joining in. I hope this message resonates with you. Let me know how this month goes for you in the comments, and I will see you next month. Okay, so now I'm going to work with the center group. This is for the people who chose the center pile. There was a left, a center, and a right. So this is for the people who chose the center. And again, I'm reading all the cards right side up. Okay, center group. I feel that there is a very intuitive experience kind of unfolding here. I feel like in the previous month we had an eye-opening experience that was strong enough to kind of open the doors to our mind, and now we're kind of in the feelings of spirituality, of this subtle energy, of the magic of the world. I really feel like we're in harmony with all parts of our existence. And where we're kind of going is like, I feel like for you, center group, that this is kind of an unusual thing. For me, connecting with spirituality and all of that, that's become like my everyday life. But for you, center group, I feel like this is a newer experience. Maybe one that you don't have too much experience with, maybe not completely new off the bat, but something has strengthened whatever cord you have within your heart that connects to your faith and your spirituality. This cord has strengthened in recent times, and you're kind of basking in that really good feeling, and you're really seeing how that magic and that spirituality can be found in whatever direction you take yourself in. And I also feel that nighttime seems to be the most potent time for you to connect and really dive into that part of your world. And where I see this kind of leading you is at the end of the month, I feel like that this will inspire you to take a new path and a new approach to something. This is all very spiritual. This is all, like, I can't tell you you'll wake up one day and you'll do X, Y, and Z. This is a very internal message. This is happening within your heart and within your, I was going to say your psyche, but it feels less psyche and more heart and just like your subtle body. Like if you're familiar with pranayama, this is the field of your existence that is made up of like your quantum field. So we'll just call it that for now. But I definitely feel like your spirituality has birthed a new path, and it's really got the potential to unfold into something concrete. So I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, and we have soulmates. 49. It's a beautiful card. It's 2 hearts, one upside down and one right side up. All right, so soulmate, we have a significant partnership, soul connection, and the meeting of kindred spirits. Drawing this card means you have met a soul-connected relationship. While this can indicate a romantic connection, it can also signify any relationship meant to work together on a soul level. This partnership is special. Learn from each other, be good to each other, and be in gratitude for the connection. Even our perceived adversaries are profound soulmate connections. You can always draw another card for clarity around the purpose of your connection. Meditate on the symbol when you want to connect on a deeper soul level with friends, family, or companions. It can also be used to call in a soulmate relationship. So this symbol is called the Anamkara, or Anamkara. It's spelled in two different ways. It's an old Gaelic term for soul friend. It's very interesting because the Three of Cups traditionally also means like the support of friendship. So this is a very beautiful and supportive message for you, center group. Let me know how this month goes for you. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you've got out of the message, and we'll chat. Thank you. All right, so now I'm going to do the right group. This was the pile on the right, left, center, and right. And again, all of the cards are going to be right side up. Okay, very strong. I feel masculine energy already coming through. Very blunt and straightforward kind of message too. There's no like little details that we need to go over. This is all very straightforward. So in the past, we had a very supportive, very fruitful time. I feel like we had a good summer and a good end of summer, early autumn experience. And now that we're in Libra season, at the end of the month, we actually move into Scorpio season, which does, one of the significations of Scorpio is transformation, and death is part of that transformation. So I just want to keep that in mind. But I do feel like this summer was kind of like, it was a good summer because there was an ending somewhere in there where we have the Nine of Pentacles. So it's reaching the end of something. After 9 comes 10, and then we get into the court cards. But seeing as that we have death right here in the middle before we get to a king of a different suit, I want to acknowledge that there was, I feel like, either a big move or a new job, something along those lines, something tangible and part of our life was reaching the end of its phase, and it was a very positive end. This is a positive transition. So the transition, the death that you're experiencing now comes from a very positive place. And I feel as if when you get here, you're going to start from scratch. You're going to feel like, oh, snap. I'm at the very beginning, or I'm at the very start. I'm hardly putting down a foundation because I need to work underground to make sure that ground can hold the foundation, and the foundation can hold the structure, and so on and so on. So you're going to feel that very beginning kind of feeling like, whoa, how are we going to get from here to there? But I don't feel like it's going to be feeling like doom or something negative. I just feel like that there's going to be kind of like a small shock, if you will. But I have a strong feeling that you're strong enough to handle this transition. I feel like you were prepared for it. All right, and I think that by the end of the month, you'll feel so grateful. You'll be in a very great emotional place, and I think that for you in this month, what really matters is how you are doing. How are you doing at every step of the way? And that's true for anyone, but I think that there's something very strong about you as an individual for this month. There's something like, it's bold, loud, and clear to me that you are the star of the show for this month. Also here with the King of Cups, just taking a closer look, I noticed this crab earlier, and I believe what this tarot deck uses is the symbols of astrology. So with the crab, we have Cancer. And if you want to think either back or forward to June and July, which is when Cancer season comes about, I would just reflect on anything that has happened either then, or what's going to, like, what you're hoping to achieve ahead. because I think it's all relevant here. There was something else I wanted to say, and like it totally slipped. It's like I was getting two messages at the same time. All right, it's not coming. Okay, yes. The other point in time that I wanted to acknowledge is the full moon in Cancer that will have it's the closest time frame, so that's why I wanted to bring it up. But the full moon in Cancer will be in December. So this is an October reading for 2025. If you want to, write down December Cancer full moon, and if you feel like that calls to you, I would make a note of that and just revisit this reading to see really like how the transformation has kind of taken, how it has unfolded. All right, so let's pick out your oracle card. Transmute. Ooh, all right. We have 44. To transmute is to convert one energy into another. Oh my God, before I even continue, I want to acknowledge that between the death, we go from this material to water. We go from coins to water. So this transmute, this death is really, really about changing and shifting away fully and completely. The snake is a powerful symbol of transmutation. You are being invited to accept its gift of shedding to help you process something important. Use this ability to make magic by transmuting the snake's energy into something new and beneficial for your growth. Meditate on this symbol when you need some assistance in changing the energy in your life. The snake represents our ability to connect to our own inner alchemist, to let go of the old by being able to shed its skin, thereby allowing for constant evolution. Very beautiful. All three of these readings have been very beautiful. And I just wanted to thank you all for watching. Again, let me know what you got in the comments. If you want to see more, let me know. Communicate. Social media is to be social. So let's talk. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I do weekly pick a card on my Instagram at mindful.dose. I do them on Sundays where I give a little bit of astrology background. I also have a podcast where I will inform you about the full moon and the new moons happening, as well as uploading guided meditations of all lengths and levels. So definitely check it out. Check out my Instagram. Check out my website, mindful-dose.com. You'll see everything that I do and everything that I offer. I hope that you like one of the things or all of the things. But yeah, I hope to be, a part of your spiritual journey and guide you to be the best that you can be. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day.